This is Matt for Into Boxing. I'm delighted to be joined with one of the nicest blokes in boxing, H from the Boxing Bull Gym. Look, H, it's the Mick Conlan fight week. I know you're here probably trying out all the confectionery shops. Talk to me, how are you going?
I think we've got about 3 left, do you know what I mean? But no, thank you for having me, Matt, man. Honestly, God bless you, thank you for having me, bro. Fight week, baby, one of the best fight weeks in history, mate. They're about to go down, do you know what I mean? So,
Mick Conlan fight week in Belfast. Terrific atmosphere yesterday at the open workout. Press conference today, Mick looks in a good mood. It's a big night for him this Saturday. There is a lot of pressure, even though he don't look like he's feeling it. But how do you assess Mick and what he's got to do with this Saturday?
Mick's consistent, man. Mick's always consistent. So you see him yesterday, you've seen him throughout the week. He's just calm, relaxed. Do you know what I mean? He's easy. You wouldn't even know there's something going on. But press conference today was excellent. Massive shout out to Conlan Boxing, because I believe that's how presses should be done, man. They're short, sweet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It didn't drag on at all.
It wasn't overkill, was it?
Exactly, at all. Do you know what I mean? It was short, sweet, beautiful. I think Ali Drew done a beautiful job as well, man. I don't know how many she's done, but that was excellent. It was really done nice. Mick's game, man. Mick's game, Mick's war ready. You could put whatever and whoever in front of him. Do you know what I mean? It won't budge his mindset on his focus. Do you know what I mean? And Mick knows he's in for a fight. But bro, he's game. That's what he's made for.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at this chap's record, Marriaga's record, he's got more knockouts than Mick's had fights. Means he's going to be tough, he's going to throw bombs, and he's going in there. Mick chose him when he could have chose. I would have assumed he could have chose a lot of lesser opponents to have his comeback off his first loss, but he's chosen. What does that say about his mentality and where he wants to be? He wants to get straight back into world title contention, doesn't he?
Beautifully said. Honestly, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I even done a post yesterday thinking that this guy could have chosen anyone. You know, off the back of what happened on the last one, this guy could have chose anyone. Everyone that you see is like, what's Mick's mindset like? What's Mick's mindset like? Bro, this is, do you know what I mean? This is the worst thing that could have happened for boxing. If anything, it's driving Mick more. Do you know what I mean? It's giving him that extra edge. Do you know what I mean? It's building him different. And I've always said that he's built different. He is built different. He's solid. Do you know what I mean? His game. He'll be ready for war, baby. He'll be ready for war. Throw the kitchen sink at him. There's your title. Throw the kitchen sink at Mick Conlan. Yeah, his game.
I can't wait for Saturday. But let's talk about your role, the role you play in that gym. I'm not going to lie to you. Probably just before I started this job, I see you around a lot. Yeah. You like hyping around everybody. I normally hear you before I see you present, so always shouting "Cuzzy" or something coming around the corner. But you play an integral part in that gym, and you're head trainer to, I believe it's Kurt this weekend. Yeah. Talk to me about your relationship with Kurt, and obviously he's got a bit of pressure on because it's a big stage, and how you've sort of ingrained yourself in that gym and the role that you play. Yeah.
Brother Adam's put a beautiful little stable together. He's got me and Charlie that have been with him for some time now. Do you know what I mean? So he's put a nice little family together, and we got our own fighters that we're working with as well. Do you know what I mean? So like Charlie will take a lot more of a lead role with Harlem. I'll do like Abbas. Do you know what I mean? Shannon, and now there's Kurt. Do you know what I mean? So Kurt's got beautiful hand speed on him. Do you know what I mean? He's got more skill set in his mind than I think people have seen yet, and lovely comedy on him as well. Do you know what I mean? But he's gonna perform. He's gonna perform Saturday. Do you know what I mean? He's up against someone who's 18 and 3. There's not much on the kid that's out there, to be honest. Argentinian kid, but they're tough. They're tough as they come. They come forward fighters. Do you know what I mean? And I think Kurt's gonna win in flying colours. Do you know what I mean? Generally, it's hard to, like when you say I'm emotionally invested with these guys, because like I said, you've been with them for 6 years, you're emotionally invested. When it's their fight week, it's your fight week. Anything that's going to pump them and hype them up, I'm just as much as hyped. Do you know what I mean? They're my brothers. They're my brothers. I'm Mick's security guard this week. I'm Mick's hype man this week. I'm Mick's assistant this week. Whatever the brother needs man to do, I'm there. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And so come Saturday night, there's going to be like this balance between being professional coach and then getting back to hype man. Exactly. Getting back with my boy on hype man and on do you know what I mean? So
is that the hardest thing about what you do? Find that balance.
Yeah, being honest with you, 100%. As in, like, in the sense that you can't fake it; it has to be real. But I think I've learnt that. I think I've learnt when you have to be professional, you have to be professional. When you have to be coach, you have to be coach. And when it's go time, it's go time in that hype mode. Do you know what I mean? But no, alhamdulillah, I'd say I'd like to think I'm a lot more mature than always being on hype all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I let off a lot less than what there is.
Well, I think that's sort of shown through the sort of past maybe 6 months when you see the work that you've done with, you mentioned like Abbas and all these people in the gym. It's a terrific stable when you look at it top to bottom, and obviously with the work at Adam Booth and things like that. How was the transition for you from, because I know you fought, how was that transition from there to trainer, and does this sort of scratch that itch of fighting for you the same way a fight does?
You know what, I think once you're a fighter, you're always a fighter and you'll always have that edge in you, do you know what I mean? I love boxing, I genuinely love boxing. Like, I get a kick out of watching fights, analysing fights, rewinding something 3-4 times just to see how that was done, put the gloves on the next day, jump on a bag, reenact that thing, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I love it, bro, it's ingrained in me, do you know what I mean? I love it, it's ingrained in me, and you're absolutely right, being a part of it, you still, like I said, you still get the adrenaline, they're walking out, you still get the adrenaline, do you know what I mean? It's still there, but it's having a calm and having a calm mindset, and you're a coach, do you know what I mean? If alhamdulillah I wasn't meant to be where I am, then I wouldn't be here, do you know what I mean? So, and I'm thankful for that. I've learned, do you know what I mean? I've learnt the world underneath Adam, man. Like, learnt the world. And I was always coaching beforehand. Probably not at this level, but I've always loved it. But you're absolutely right. It does help that edge. It does scratch that edge. But I never, you know what? I'll never say never, because you never know what the future's going to hold. Do you know what I mean?
Talk to me about Adam Booth for a minute. Worked with a plethora of fighters from down here to up here, from British champion, world champions. You know, when you look at the history books, what he's done, how much have you managed to learn off him, and have you just been like a sponge listening to him? Because he seems like, and I've not seen him do the sessions before, but I would imagine he's a perfectionist. Nothing's ever good enough. It can always be better. Just from speaking to him, I get that feeling. So tell me.
To him, you've kind of hit the nail on the head. You know what I mean? He's a perfectionist, and he's world class. He's world class. He's a brother. He's a friend. He's a coach. Do you know what I mean? He's sensei, babe. You understand? He's sensei, mate. So he's do you know what I mean? He's amazing to work under. He's amazing to understand how, you see how different minds see a scenario, see a situation. You've seen that. It's not like myself. I haven't been around other coaches. I've been around other coaches. I've been to the States. I've spent plenty of time over at Floyd's gym. I've seen coaches. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So, and then to have someone like that who's very specific. Do you know what I mean? It's beautiful. And then you have to have your own edge. You have to see what works with you, the opinion of others, all the rest of it. But very lucky, alhamdulillah, man. And it's been amazing to work underneath someone like that.
Well, look, H, I appreciate this first of many catch-ups, hopefully. Be good to come down to the gym one day and watch you do your thing, Charlie, Adam and all that, and we'll make sure we plug that in one day. So, look, thanks for talking to Into Boxing.
Thank you very much, honestly, thank you very much. I mean it as well, man. You're an excellent face of boxing, and seeing you around more often. Your page, Into Boxing, bang. I was following it way before I even linked up with you now. Matt, can I say a massive shout out to Pearcom International, my sponsors. A massive shout out to Pearcom International for the sponsor. Pearcom, baby. Thank you very much. Nice one.
Appreciate it.